Beloved brothers and sisters. From the moment that time was created, from the moment the illusion of separation happened, there's been a recycling and a recycling over and over again of this very act of, in a sense, miscreation because of the illusion of separation. It happens every time a child is born, and then it happens many times during the lifetime. The feeling that you are alone, the feeling that you're separate, and each time it's an opportunity to realize that you aren't. Every sense of separation gives you the key to come back home. This one was reminded of an event that happened when he was very young. His mother and his mother's friend were setting up the house for a monthly party where a lot of adults would get together and play bridge. And they were setting up card tables and chairs all over the house so several games could go on at once. And the boys, this one and his brother, and then his best friend and his best friend's brother, were just hanging around watching the adults set up for this party on a Saturday. And they were having fun and just jumping around and doing things and trying out stuff. Anyway, they were in the dining room, and there was a card table chair that was set up, straight back chair. And something happened. They were fooling around with the chair and trying different things. And somebody touched a button somewhere, and the whole chair collapsed to the floor. And they were horrified. It went from chair to like this flat thing on the floor. And there was this dead silence. And it was the onset of guilt. They went from innocence to immediate guilt. And all of the playfulness stopped, and life got really serious. And this one wondered, did I do it? I think, was I the last one to touch that chair? How could I have ruined that chair? I broke it. And we all said that. They all said, you broke it. You broke it. No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I think it was you. I don't know what happened. It was kind of an innocence mixed with guilt. And I remember this one thinking, maybe it is my fault. Maybe I did break the whole thing. And this awful feeling of, we're in trouble now. Anyway, the room got very quiet. So quiet that the adults thought, what's going on in there? So my friend's mother came in, and she looked at all of us, and we were all just sitting on the ground, staring down. No one was saying anything. And she said to the boys, what's wrong? And at once they all said, I didn't do it. The chair broke. I don't know what happened. And she said, oh. And she reached down and just pulled the chair, and it clicked back up. And it was perfect. That was just how the chair worked. Next thing you know, it was back in perfect shape. The legs were underneath of it. No harm done, no damage, no guilt. And then the boys went on playing. But this one always remembered that. The horrible feeling of thinking you've done something inadvertently that has cast you into separation, that damaged something irreparably, from which place you cannot get back. And then the anticipation of anger and retaliation and a mixture of shame and confusion. And looking back, this one can see that that's the reenactment of life. An innocence to the erroneous belief in guilt, in separation, in fault, in punishment. When in fact, nothing is wrong. Nothing happened. Nothing is broken. All is well. There are many opportunities to see the situation reenact itself and reenact itself. And every opportunity is there for you to wake up and realize that you're fine and that everything is fine. Nothing is broken. You're not guilty. You're not separate. And you are innocent. And in much the same way that the mother saw the innocence of the children and made nothing of it, you have that capacity to see the innocence in your brothers and sisters. Speak to that innocence. See that innocence. Be that innocence. They are you out there, innocently doing what they think is right, maybe making mistakes, but no real damage to what is true and what is real. With the eyes of Christ, you see everyone's innocence. They know not what they do. They are every bit as lovable as anyone else. And as you affirm the innocence of your brothers and sisters, you affirm your own. All is well. And always has been. And always will be. I love you, and I'll speak with you again soon.